Hello, welcome back. Today we are at Lebanon Hills Regional Park in Minnesota. That's right, we're in a different state altogether. First hike in a different state. Because this week I was with some friends at a wrestling event. I believe First Wrestling. Ironically, it was also my first wrestling event. It was like a WWE type wrestling, you know. Oh, this is about an hour-long hike again, since that's about the length of storage on my camera. Hour-long hikes are usually the sweet spot for me. It's gonna be around like a lake and a pond, so that should be fun. Hopefully not a lot of mosquitoes. Again, so that would suck. After this weekend, I'll slow down a little bit with hiking, but normally I'd not travel this much, like I said last time. Let's say this place is good for hiking, biking. I don't know if it's, I don't think the sign said you could bike here, but looks like you can canoe and whatnot around here, so that's fun if you're into that. It's like it was closed for a while, probably because of flooding. I don't know about Minnesota, but Wisconsin got a bunch of flooding. My parents and a lot of other people in the town they live, they had to pretty much clean out their basements because a lot of people's basements flooded. Like when you drive around for last week, you could see just trash. All the trash is piled up on the edge of the driveways. I'll probably slow down on hiking because traveled the past 2 weekends, so I could use a little bit of time off or one weekend to myself. So I'll probably have like 2-3 videos saved up, so I'll probably do those once a week. It's probably so. I'm not sure where I'm gonna. That is a very still pond. Back down here, bud. This way. Ooh, this is cool. This is more of what I was talking about, low elevation. Okay, I'm not sure if this is an actual trail or some trees just fell on top of it. Yeah, I think the tree just fell on top of it. Oh well. Oh boy. See, this is when I wish I had 2 hands. Oh boy. And today I have no hands because I have the phone and I have this. Got it from the Mall of America. Little, it's not boba tea, I had that yesterday. But it's a strawberry matcha latte. Okay, yeah, this doesn't look like a trail anymore. Usually I don't get like coffee, lattes, caffeine and stuff, but you know, special occasion. Okay, now I didn't see a sign saying I couldn't be here. Yeah, this does not look like a trail anymore. I should head back. Hopefully I'm not breaking the rules. That was a neat little detour. I wonder why there's blue on this tree. If anybody knows, let me know. Because I do not know anything. Yeah, this is quite good. Got it from Tea. I think it's just. Oh, Teacup. Yeah. It's in the Macy's, or at the entrance of the Macy's of Mall of America. It's good. Yesterday I went to the Nico boba place. I really like that place too. Oh brother, I have kind of screwed myself here. Oh man. Yeah, I think this is a trail, but it probably got screwed up by rain and flooding. Oh man, this is a really bad time to not really have any hands. Let's see if I will end up on a blooper reel or anything. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is gonna be a... Ooh. Oh boy. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh boy. Probably that way is easier. Of all the days to have one hand or no hands, I choose today. Okay. Whew. And we did it. Okay, that was a bit iffy, but we got through that. That's neat. I am still undecided if 0.5 or 1 is the better zoom option. Zoom, I feel like, is a better first-person perspective. 0.5, you get to see more. Sorry. I really hope some people give me their... Ooh, what was that? Oh, some ducks. Gotta love ducks. They're cool. I mean, I know there's some very iffy fun facts about them, but overall they're still cool. Yeah, I hope eventually some people will give me their opinions, their takes on the channel, some ways I can improve. Especially this zoom, like, do you guys prefer 0.5? This is 0.5. And then 1, this is 1. So I mean, my goal is to help you guys feel like you're here. So I'm thinking more first person perspective. Just one time zoom would be better for that. But in overall, just seeing the nature, maybe 0.5 would be better. For now, I'll stick with the one time zoom, but please comment below and actually give me your opinion. So I'm genuinely curious what you guys think would be better. Maybe I'll do a post on Twitter too. Sorry. Who doesn't want to call it Twitter? I feel like I was in the middle of a thought before, but I completely forgot what it was. Oh well, tangents and distractions are my middle name. There's a lot of little side trails over here. Of course, the one hike that is steep. It would be great to have at least one hand available. Of course, I have to be holding something else. Neat. There's no obvious trail, won't go much further. We won't go up every single one. Probably be here all day. Okay, but I was talking about wrestling before, yeah. Never been into WWE too much, but my friends are. And usually 3 of them every year go to like this wrestling thing, the Mall of America. One of my friends, he was either sick and just couldn't go for whatever reason. So I was their sloppy second or sloppy third. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Never been. Should be fun. Only about an hour and a half away. And it was fun. Quite enjoyed it. I would do it again if I had the money and time available. Don't know if I can do it again next year because at the same time I might be in Japan. Yeah, some of the crazy stuff they do, WWE wrestling. Well, it's not WWE, but that's that style of wrestling. I don't know what the official title of that wrestling is. Just want to specify from wrestling, like high school sport wrestling and WWE wrestling. Oh. And seriously, the slams on the canvas are you can feel them. They have VIP tickets, so I was in the second row. You could feel the slams with how hard they do. And some of those guys are big boys. Big, meaty boys. And the only downside is I had to spend time with my friends who... I mean, I told them about this channel, so they'll probably watch it at some point. And if you guys are listening to this, please stop. I'm kidding. Yeah, if you can't tell, we have the type of relationship where we just insult each other constantly. It's the best kind of friendships. And honestly, once someone, my friends see this, I'm curious what kind of comment they'll leave, because I assume they will leave a comment. I think that's maybe the skeleton of an alligator. Still waiting to see an alligator. One day we'll see an alligator. That's, you know what, that's one of the, I've added it to the channel. That's the goal of this channel. While hiking for this channel, I get a look at an actual alligator. Please note, I am well, right now I'm in Minnesota, but I am in the Midwest. I'm no alligator expert, but I feel like the Midwest is not their native habitat. I could be wrong, of course. Oh man, there's a couple things to talk about this time. All right, well, I guess we'll start with last week. No, you know what? Before we get into a whole talk about sweets and whatnot, a big lesson for you kids. I'll talk about how I'm gonna start ending videos. I'm gonna end by ranking the hike. We'll start with like a 1 out of 10, or like, you know, between 1 and 10 for heights. Now I don't know what the criteria is. The criteria is completely subjective. I don't know, maybe out of accessibility, scenery, general just enjoyment. I guess accessibility to restrooms, that's important. But going back to, I guess we'll go back to Lowe's Creek, rating that on a scale of 1 to 10 with those two videos. There's like, all right, restroom wise, there's supposedly one at the entrance, but that whole like thing was closed for the season or whatever, which was annoying. Then there's another restroom completely on the other side, so it's a bit of a pain to get to. So I would highly recommend, if you're on Low Street hike, make sure you go to the bathroom beforehand, because there's only like one bathroom at one of the entrances, one of the, I think, 2 entrances. Scenery was nice. It's a very chill one, probably easy to medium level hike. There's not much elevation. A harder hike, I'd say there's more elevation, or probably harder would be length too if it's a long hike, but we're not going on long hikes right now. So elevate. There wasn't that much elevation. There was a bit of a hill, but it was like, you know, very smooth hill to travel up and down. I mean, scenery, it was very nice scenery. It was just straight through a forest pretty much, which was nice. And it's a big maze. There's a lot of intertwining and intersecting trails. It's separated by a river and then one bridge, just from one side to another. So out of 10, out of 10, I would give it, it is the first one. I'd give it, 5 being average, I'd give it a 6.5. Not 7. I know 7's kind of a safe number, but it is the first hike. It was my first hike in a while, so we'll give it a 7. So, all right, 7.5, final score. That's what I'm going for. Final score, 7.5. No, oh my God. 7 final score, guaranteed. All right, maybe that'll change in the future. Then there was Menominee Park. It was a very simple, quick loop around the lake. It was very crowded that day. Lots of mosquitoes, which was not fun. Ooh. There were a couple of what are those tall up parts? You know, you got the huts over them and whatnot. Oh my God, I cannot remember what they were called. Obviously not gazebos. I know what a gazebo is. What kind of fungus that is? I think it's cordyceps. Then if I touch it, I'll become like the zombies from Last of Us. Last of Us, great game, by the way. Last of Us 2, not as good, but still enjoyable game. Fun game, good game. But that Last of Us 1 was one of my favorite games of all time. Okay, but games is an entirely different tangent I can get on. So we'll save topic of games for another time. Oh boy. Oh. Didn't swear. Did not count as the one swear. But as I was saying, Menominee Park loop. I guess it also begs the question, am I rating just the hike? Just the trails I go on? Or the entire park as a whole? That's a good question. I'd say park as a whole. If the trail and hike is part of a park, I'll rate the whole thing. So yeah, 7 is still solid for Lowe's Creek. Wish that bathroom at the start was actually open. That would have been nice. Oh wow. That's cool. The entire tree just got uprooted. Yeah, there's a lot to do at Menominee Park Loop. Very dog friendly, which is great. A couple bathrooms. I went in one. It was not the cleanest, which obviously park bathrooms usually won't be the cleanest. Oh yeah, Knowles Street and Menominee Park. Both ones you have to pay for. Pretty simple, straightforward. Just go online, pay for it, like $6 usually. So not crazy, but just keep that in mind. I'd give it I'd give it 6.5. I like the Lowe's treat a bit more, I'd say, but still a solid one. Maybe if I had a dog that I brought with me, I would really appreciate the dog friendliness of it, but 6.5 is still a good score. Let's see. And now, now we're on this one, which I haven't even finished yet, so can't really rate this one. But yeah, we're gonna start with the hiking ratings at the end of each hike. Sorry, just adjusting the camera, switching hands. Okay, now moving on to the next thing. We're gonna talk about sweets and what happened after the Menominee Park Loop hike. Oh yeah, also there's a bunch of mosquitoes, which, I mean, you know, it's outside by late, so it happens. Surprising there hasn't been a lot of mosquitoes right now, but it's a little colder than last week, so that might be it. But, and I forgot to buy bud spray. Alright, comment section, remind me to buy bud spray. Okay? Well, I guess it's staying colder, so I won't need it as much, which will be nice. But I'm not looking forward to hiking, to figuring out the best way to hike in the snow. Let's see. But yeah, I told you at the Menominee Park Loop last video, I told you about my favorite ice cream shop, Pop's Custard. I'll just name drop it. Pop's Custard was going out of business. Not going out of business, but the owners were retiring after like 30 something years of business. And then I don't know if the kids just didn't want to take over, and I don't think they just didn't want to sell it to somebody else. I don't know, but I don't know the whole story. But you know, they just wanted to close it up, which I understand, not wanting to sell it to somebody who might not keep it in the original vision that they wanted it, you know, make it more corporate. It's a cool lake. But so what happened was, I was going to my dad's retirement party, and I stopped, got the ice cream, got myself ice cream, and four other people ice cream as well. Brought it home Saturday. Then Sunday I went on the hike. And after that, Sunday evening, I ate my ice cream. And then Monday morning, my dad's he's not feeling too well. So he says, "Hey, Eric, favorite child." Oh, by the way, important piece of information, I am my parents' favorite child. And neither they or my sister are here to dispute that. So for all you know, that's the truth. Hello. Cute little romantic spot. Man, I hope my sister sees this video. I mean, she knows it's the truth. She knows I'm the favorite, obviously. Who else would be? Her? No. So, as I was saying, he was like, "Eric, favorite child, you can have my ice cream." And now normally I'm a healthy guy. I eat well, and I have a weakness to sweet things. I have a sweet tooth, but normally I would be able to stop myself from eating that many sweets, which I don't know how much sugar is in one of those ice cream snowstorms from there, but probably a lot. Hello.
Hi.
But I mean, guys, it was the last ice cream from my favorite ice cream place that was closing down. I had to eat it. So within 24 hours, I had 2 of those snowstorms, which I'd say roughly, yeah, roughly about as big as that, maybe a little smaller. So I had 2 of those within 24 hours, probably within like 12 hours, honestly. And I was feeling, well, not great, so I had a bunch of junk, but I was feeling pretty fine. I drove like 3.5 hours back to my place from my parents' house, and not long after I got back, stomach was not agreeing with me. It was not feeling very great. Hello. And not long after it started rumbling and I started feeling nauseous, well, to save the details, let's just say I had not thrown up that much since my 21st birthday. Actually, no, I threw up way more than I did on my 21st birthday. It was not fun. It was not fun at all. So kids, oh, what the heck? There we go. Sorry about that. It was blurry for a while. Camera did not want to focus. Just walking off. Well, look at all the beautiful scenery, guys. This beautiful blurry scenery. But yeah, when your parents tell you don't eat too many sweets as a kid, apparently they tell you that for a reason. So you don't throw up your guts out. Yeah, do not do that. So I will never do that again. I can't do that again. At least not with my favorite ice cream. Yeah, and then also this weekend, with the wrestling stuff, you get a coupon for like a free bunt cake at a place in the mall. So, yay, more sweets. And also, I have leftover cake from my dad's retirement party in my fridge. So, yeah, a lot of sweets still saved up. So after this week, next week, I will be all good on sweets for a while. I will not have sweet cravings for a good amount of time, which is good. So I want to start getting seriously back into health, martial arts, just, getting stronger, getting faster, better. But yeah, I think being sick that much last Monday, I was probably sick for like 2 days, like sick from that, and then my stomach just was hurting for like 2 more days after that. Took a Pepto-Bismol. Like on Wednesday when I went back to work for a full day or the full shift, my stomach was not happy with it. So a physical job. But luckily when I stopped at the store after, got some Pepto-Bismol, felt a lot better. Like, I haven't needed to take Pepto-Bismol in a while. I was surprised how effective it was. Yeah, and then just for the past few days, just a little bit of nausea was left. Not much of an appetite, but it's getting back there. where are we? We are... Usually the sign tells you you are here, but I did not see that. Which is weird. Huh. Huh. Unless I'm just blind. I might just be absolutely blind. I mean, we started at number 4. So, and we went to the right, so it should be probably 10, I guess? Maybe my guess. Hello. Oh, that's a cute dog.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh. Oh, cute dog.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was just going to peek
Oh, yeah.
real quick. Okay, that's the right way. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're at 10. Oh my god, this camera. Yeah, we're at 10. So which way do we want to go? Up would be to this area. A lake, that could be fun. But going to the right would lead us to a lot over there. Let's go that way. Let's go to the right. We're already at 37 minutes. Got room for about an hour. So this might have to be a multiple part one. Although I probably won't come here again for a while since it's like over an hour away. But hey, that'd be something to look forward to. Let's try not to waste a lot of time with distractions. Oh my god, this freaking camera. Which will be difficult for me. I get very easily distracted. But yeah, to my friends that I went to wrestling with, probably say their names, right? I mean, yeah, if I don't say their last names, whatever. Maybe I'm being overly paranoid, overly cautious, but, you know, again, I know what kind of freaks are on the internet. Just want to be safe. Hello. But to my friends who I went to wrestling with, if you're watching this, oh my god, I completely lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I did think of texting you guys and inviting you to come on this hike with me. You know, but I did plan to record and all that, so I would have, you know, would have had to see if you were okay with being recorded. And I mean, maybe you would be, I don't know, but considering I haven't shown my face yet, wouldn't have been very fair to show your face. So maybe another time, if you guys are cool with being recorded, going on a channel. That's a big old doggo. I love dogs. Now I know as a very, 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 very small channel, I should not be selective or... Ooh, something's going on over there. I should not discriminate against anyone. I mean, just as that's a rule in general, usually. I mean, unless they're like, you know, murderers, then maybe discriminate a bit or something like that. But also just practically wouldn't be very good to alienate people on a very, very small channel. But if you do not like dogs, don't know if I want you watching this channel. Now, I'm a reasonable person. If you don't like dogs because, you know, maybe you were attacked by a dog who was probably, let's be honest, probably had a bad owner. So they were probably, you know, mean, nasty. But if you were attacked as a dog when you were young, or just, you know, maybe not even young, and you got like some trauma with that, that's understandable. That's reasonable, okay? I feel you. But if you just don't like dogs because, you know, you don't think they're cute, or you think their dogs are stupid, or bad, or awful, or ugly, or whatever, then go away. I don't like you. Dogs are the greatest friends man could ever ask for. I love dogs. The two gyms I go to, my martial arts place and the gym I work at, they both the owners have dogs. Love them both. The gym I work at has a golden retriever named Marvin. Beautiful dog. So nice, so chill. Love Marvin. And the MMA gym I go to, the owner has, I'm not good with dog breeds. As much as I love dogs, I do not care about the breed. I just know dog, I love you. That's it. I do not care about breeds. But I think it's a black lab. It's definitely, it's black. It's a bigger, bigger dog. His name's Tucker Lewis. I call him Tut. Like he's a lab light dog, I'd say. I don't know the specific breed of Tucker, but he's a very good boy. Also, toughest fighter in our gym, could kick anyone's ass. That's the one swear for this video. I know, I acknowledge it. Unless like, I don't know, like a shark or an alligator comes out of the lake and attacks me, then I might rightfully swear a bit more. We went over that last time. I got one swear per video. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I swear I'm playing with fire, putting my phone over the water like this. Another reason I should really get a GoPro camera or something. Maybe I should get like at the very least, maybe I should get like a necklace or something. You know, one of those lanyard things that I can attach my phone to, so I won't drop it into the lake or something. That might be a good idea. I think I might have one at home. I'll have to check. But, well, I wouldn't want it to like, you know, to disrupt the view or anything, so we'll have to see. I'll have to check. But what was I saying? Oh my god, I got distracted again. Okay, we're at 17. Yeah, we're at 17. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep going right. See what happens. Okay, gotta remember to focus the camera. Yeah, I love Tucker and I love Marvin. Love them to death. Oh yeah, I was talking about how cool Tucker is. Yeah, he's the toughest fighter in the gym to kick everyone's butts. But we're not allowed to roll with him. He's not allowed to roll with us or fight with us because he's too dangerous. He'd kill us. He can't hold back his immense power. Then my sister, she also has a dog. Oh, I know she mentioned the breed once. It was like a doodle something. Was a poodle a doodle? She's like a medium-sized dog. I'm trying to think of the breed. I cannot remember the breed, but she has like curly hair, kind of like more lightish fur. I cannot remember the breed. Sorry. I know that'd be better for descriptions and visualizations, but a golden doodle. Wait, golden doodle? Maybe. I can't look up a picture right now while recording, but something like that. Golden doodle, I think. But her name's Mona. She's also adorable. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see her last weekend, which is sad. But I assume most dog owners, they believe their dog is the best dog, and they're all right. Dogs are just the best. I don't think dogs favorite animal. I know that's generic. See dogs every day, but I love dogs. If having a favorite animal is like the animal you love the most. It's dogs. I love small dogs, medium dogs, big dogs. If I had to choose, I think I'd prefer bigger dogs, just because they're just big puppies anyway. They're just big luds, and I love them. I love cats too. Cats are great when they let you pet them. But I much prefer dogs because it says the number up there. That probably would have been helpful at the first sign. If I wasn't stupid. What is that lady? Oh, that lady's over there. Yeah, I like cats. My aunt has a cat named Rafi. Love him. He's great. But cats, they're very, very moody, very picky. They're easier to take care of than dogs, I'll admit. But just the reward you get from dogs, how average dog is much happier to see you than a cat, average cat. And you can pet him, play with him. Because when I pet a cat, I'm always doing, huh. This just leads to a residential area. Interesting. Well, they have a very easy hiking access, so lucky them. Hope I didn't just I might have to go and see if I have to blur that. I don't want to dot somebody, some random house. I don't know. I'm not sure on the whole doxing thing. I mean, doxing's obviously bad, but I'm not sure what would constitute doxing, or if just taping a random house for a few seconds and posting that would be bad. Still a little shy on talking in front of people, but getting better. Oh, God damn it. Crap, I swore. What was I thinking of? What was I talking about? That whole dachshund thing. Oh yeah, cats. Whenever I'm petting a cat, I'm always, gentle. Don't want to stare at, make it angry, whatever. But dogs, I can just be like, oh, is that a good boy? Just ruffle their fur, which I very much enjoy doing. God, I just love dogs. Maybe eventually I should just start an extra channel. Just dog reacts. Well, actually, no, I think that's false advertising. People might think, oh, a dog reacts to stuff. No, just, well, whatever. Just me reacting to dog videos. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things on the internet. A lot of videos that are just trying to rage baity, clickbaity, just to annoy people, get people riled up and angry. A channel just dedicated to reacting to dog videos or TikToks or whatever. That might be nice. Yeah, it'd be an inspiration for that would probably be Nodala and Terrorizer reacts. I love those two. The Irish lads. Well, I don't have TikTok myself, so just like with a couple of react channels that I subscribe to, not a lot, but you know, just a few from YouTubers that I already watched before, then they made react channels. It's like, oh sure, might as well subscribe. So I get TikToks from them. It's entertaining. They're funny. They're really funny. They're hilarious because they're both Irish. They insult and trash talk each other all the time, because that's just how the lads do it. I'm telling you, those are the best relationships. You're just with the boys, you trash talk each other, and nobody takes it personally. That's the problem with a lot of people these days. They take things way too personally and get offended really easily. Now obviously there's a little intricacy there, because I mean, if you're posting something just online or whatever, like X, then yeah, I mean, you lose a lot of nuance you get from, you know, telling a joke or scroll, or just talking to somebody in person, and people might think something that is a joke, take it seriously. But then you could also it could just be a bad joke. But also it feels like some people, they just go out of the way to look for things that offend them and piss them off. Hello. Yeah, I think, hey, if I actually do start that reacting to dog stuff channel, I'm sure Brian would be a subscriber. Mr. Terrorizer. He loves dogs. He has like 3 big white fluffy Samoans, which all adorable, all great, probably great. They'd probably be great as pillows, you know, if they let you. Oh. It's at 53 minutes. So I'm probably just gonna keep keep recording until it just cuts off. So if that happens, I apologize, and I'll do I can't really do the rating for this until I explore most of it. Well, maybe I have to do a little rating now. You're at 31 down here. So yeah, maybe I'll do just this loop around, then head back. Yeah, it's unfortunate. As much as I love detours, it's not great with having a very limited amount of recording space. But yeah, I'll record until it shuts off, and eventually at some point I'll come back. So you know, before it does just shut off and I have to say goodbye. I'll just say goodbye now, you know, just in case. Hope you guys have a good one. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. That'd be a big help, especially right now.
You would be staying there, but then there would also be people, you know, like a lot of these places were like.
And I mean, this is just a very temporary rating for Lebanon Park right now, because I haven't explored all of it or most of it. But I liked it so far. I like the lake view. I like the trails. There's some neat trails going on here. Not a lot of mosquitoes. Again, could just be because it's a little cooler. I'll give it... You know what? I'm gonna give it an 8. Yep, I think this is my favorite so far. Again, could be temporary. I mean, I don't know how it would get like worse or anything. Yeah, I don't know how the trail, the park could somehow make the store get worse, but we'll see. If anything, it would only get better. But that's just, even though it's just very temporary, very short hiking so far, I really enjoy it. Alright, I love the lake view. I always love crossing cool bridges over bodies of water. It's kind of a weird thing to say, I know. But I like crossing bridges, but you know, there are some really cool bridges out there. Like I was talking with one of my aunts at my dad's retirement party, or like when we were exploring our hometown, because they live in Illinois. Awful state. If any of them watch this, they're not gonna be happy about that. But, and she was like, yeah, there's this bridge in well, we found out eventually that it was in China, but she just knew there was like a glass bridge that was like completely clear on the bottom over like, you know, a really deep gorge or something. And apparently there was one panel that if you when you walk on, it like animates to make it look like it realistically breaks, just because, I don't know, haha, I guess the people who made it just thought that would be funny. So I'd love to go on that bridge one day. I already forgot the name of the bridge. I just know it's in China somewhere. So hopefully the surprise air quotes wouldn't be spoiled for me. And it looks like I'm just about done with this. So obviously it's only one thing to do. No, obviously take it with me, carry it until I find a proper waste bin to dispose of it. Never ever litter, kids. I mean, I assume most people, anyone who watches this will most likely be around an adult. I don't know a lot of kids who would just go out of the way to look for hiking videos, but hey, kids should be outdoors more. Don't mean to sound like an old person, but obviously being inside and playing video games is fine for kids in moderation, but we should go outside too. 59 minutes. I have no idea how much longer it's gonna last, but yeah, that's the rating. 8 out of 10 so far. Really enjoy this one. Might have to come back one day, you know, but for now the next hike will be somewhere in the Chippewa Valley, I assume. I'll have to look around more. There aren't that many moderate heights around my area where I live, at least according to the app that I'm using, All Trails. which I prefer moderate to hard heights, but so eventually I'll have to travel further out, or I'll have to start trying out the labeled easy ones. So, which means, according to the app, easy means less elevation, you know, so probably more like bike paths, easy bike paths and whatnot. So we'll see. You know, still starting out, so maybe some easy trails might not be too bad. Oh, but I also did find out, and you know, I have no idea when this is done and cut off. So again, thank you for whoever's watching. Part 2 will come out eventually. Again, this is like over an hour away from where I live, so I'll have to either wait for another event or just, you know, plan to come here on a weekend, do more hiking. But then that'd be a pain to do with just like an hour's worth of storage. But, you know, I'll have to maybe make a day trip out of it, go somewhere else. Oh, what is this? But yeah, thank you for watching this so far. I appreciate it. And I promise eventually this will get better. Eventually I'll get a camera or something that will hold more than just an hour of footage. Look. Yeah, just trying to do a loop around, so assume this way. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop distracting myself. I forgot what I was saying again. Day trip, no. Oh yeah, I found out, driving back to my place, my parents' house, I found out Devil's Lake is actually on the freaking way from where I live to my parents' place, my hometown. So this entire time I could have planned well and just stopped by Devil's Lake. This entire time. I'm kind of pissed at myself for not noticing it. I guess just because Devil's Lake was on the brain, I noticed a sign that said, oh, Devil's Lake National Park or whatever, Devil's Lake Park. I was like, wait, Devil's Lake? So when I got home, I just looked it up and like, yeah, it's on the way. So I guess that makes it easy. You know, next time I visit home, or, you know, next year, whatever, at some point, I can just plan to, when I'm going home, I can stop by Devil's Lake. So I still plan to go with a friend at some point, but it makes it very easy for access. Now I'd probably wait to get a camera or something, because on the All Trails app it says it's a hard one, so that'd be my first hard difficulty hike, and I assume having both hands free would be better than having just one. So I'm definitely excited for that. We're at 35, so yep, we go this way. Darn, not even gonna be able to do a full loop before the video stops. I'm certain of that. Nice little field. Sorry for the crumply noises. No, I didn't like matcha or like green tea taste at first, but I tried a green tea called like Ito en Ocha. I believe Ocha is Japanese for green tea. I'm trying to learn Japanese right now. Still very, very new, but which I know it's the brand is Ito N. And the first time I tried it, I was like, ooh, that's bold. That's not what I was expecting. But after a few minutes, I took more and more sips, and I was like, oh wait, that's trying rolling on me. It's actually good. So it's an acquired taste at first, but I would highly recommend trying green tea. Like, I'm not talking about like, you know, I just probably shouldn't name brands, but you know, like the iced tea, stuff like that. I'm talking about like, you know, tea. And Ito N is like TT. But it's one that you refrigerate. And it actually is really good. It tastes like actual tea. I want to try like actual tea that you like brew or whatever at some point, but I'm lazy. I don't know if I have the right equipment for it, which I assume you just need like a pot or something to brew tea. Hello. The next time I go to Japan, I'll definitely have to get some actual tea. Maybe, I wonder how much it is to be part of a tea ceremony. I'm sure that's like a tourist package or something you could do. Because I did do an experience where you did archery, which was a lot of fun in Hiroshima. Well, maybe at some point I'll do pictures, but that would involve face revealing me right now. I don't know when I plan to face reveal myself, but at some point. I'm getting more comfortable with this, I'd say. So at some point. Yeah, get back on track. If you find that you're at your grocery store or wherever, Ito N green tea, would highly recommend it. Very good. And at least at my store, there's like three. There's like jasmine tea, green tea, and then like really bold green tea. My favorite's just the normal green tea. I've tried all three. Jasmine's good, and then the really bold green tea is good if you're feeling like, I don't know if it means it has more caffeine, I'm not sure. I think the normal one, there's only like 60 milligrams. It doesn't really say it, but it's natural caffeine. So, but I mean, any tea, I assume any tea has like caffeine. Natural caffeine, like 60 milligrams. Way better than like coffee, I assume. Or most coffees. It's been an hour and 9 minutes. And it's still going. Guess I made some good space on my phone. At least a little bit. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to an hour and a half. So it's good to find out. Yeah, because I was sick on Monday and Tuesday, I had to cancel my dentist appointment, which sucked because I had to reschedule that. And now it's all the way in February. That's the earliest I can get in, so that's great. But I take okay care of my teeth, so it's fine. I brush, floss every once in a while, a few times a week. At least that's the goal. Okay, I believe we're 33, so I think 33 got ripped off the map. Oof. Oh, I know we go left. It's a big park. Probably the biggest one I've been to. I'm just gonna see if I can fit this bottle in my pack. Come on. That's why you're here. That's why you got the pocket. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now I have a hand free. I know I said no distractions, but look where it looked close to the lake. This would be fun to like kayak or canoe. Well, I suppose it would be a pain to carry a canoe all the way here, or kayak. I think kayaking is more popular than canoeing these days, so I'll just say kayaking. What is the real difference between canoeing and kayaking? I mean, I'm sure any canoeing, kayaking, kayaking enthusiasts will, they see this, tell me, actually, the difference is in the build of the boat. Canoeing is actually far superior to kayaking. No, kayaking is superior to canoeing. Look at the canoers and the kayakers in a fight in comments, which would be very funny. But on that note, what is the difference between just going for a walk and going for a hike? Because hiking is also just kind of walking. Is it like based on elevation or something? Because you can just go walk around town, but that's not a hike. But if you go like, it also is hiking nature based too. Because if this is a hike, but just like walking to the store, you don't say you're hiking to the store. I mean, I guess unless you lived in the wilderness. But, and also there's like different elevations and whatever. It can't just be elevation, because there can be hills in the city. So if I just like walked up a hill in the city, that's not hiking up. Well, I guess that is hiking up a hill. I don't know. Okay. This is hiking. All I know is hiking is in the wilderness, okay? You walk up a hill in the city, but you hike up a hill in nature. So that is I'm standing my ground on that. Somebody wants to correct me in the comments, go ahead. I will not listen. I will read it, then I will immediately disregard it. But I thank you